Hello all, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about AWS certification path for the role architecture. Okay. Similarly, so we will go each and every roles in future video series. So today I thought to create for this video, start with architecture because let me share you with that why I just planned for these videos. So because I got so many requests from other social media channels saying that some of the freshers or those who are going to start freshly with the cloud computing, or there some of them are going to transition from their different roles into cloud computing role. So they asked us, okay, so what are the path I need to follow? So what are the roles and responsibilities there as part of this cloud computing? And for in order to uh, go for the different roles, so what kind of materials need to use in order to pass that AWS certification examinations? So there are different kind of questions which is received from other media or other social medias. So that is the reason. Let me okay. So that I just want to create this video followed by different roles and responsibilities. Say, for example, okay, data engineers, or maybe for DevOps engineer, cloud support engineer, cloud engineer, and etc. Okay. So in this video, we will discuss about one by step by step. So what are the with respect to architecture role, what are the certification we need to focus on, and with that, what are the documentations, and for what are the syllabus, and also for what are the courses, and how to prepare for these examinations. Once you have done, what are the how to practice for those labs and other practices, and for then what are the documentations, um, and also for how to register for an exam to in order to clear that exam. Okay, so these are the steps which I created step by step, and this architecture path, not only for this architecture path, so the certification path which is uh, received means which is taken from AWS official website only. So we'll go one by one each and every steps so that you can understand very clearly and what needs to be do in order to proceed further. Okay. So I suppose I'm doing this kind of video. So if you want get this kind of video in future, or maybe for this kind of career growth and for certification, cloud computing, with respect to programmings and other related to technical oriented. If you have already subscribed, so please like and share. And if you have not subscribed already, please I request you to subscribe so that you will get a notification whenever I am uploading this kind of video. So without further wasting our time, so get into this video. So what we are going to discuss about for this architecture role. First thing is that AWS given this architecture path. One is for solution architect and another one is for application architect. Okay. So for this role, let me go for the next step. Okay. So if you see here, these are the architecture role certification path, and what are the certification in order to what are the certification you need to proceed in order to go ahead for this architecture role. Okay, so first thing is the solution architect. Next one they defined as application architect. So just we'll start with solution architect. What it is means basically what is the roles and responsibility. So it is as mentioned by AWS, design, develop and manage cloud infrastructure and assets, work with DevOps to migrate application to the cloud. Okay, basically, you need to solution applications means you need to solution. You need to provide a solution saying that basically for designing and develop and manage cloud infrastructure uh, with respect to for the new project as well as for the existing project in order to migrate into your old infrastructure to AWS. Okay, so for that we have some of the certifications like uh, cloud practitioner, solution architect associate, and solution architect professional, and dive deep into security specialty. Okay, so these are the certifications recommended by AWS, and maybe for here. they will be provided. 'Cause cloud practitioner is optional for IT and cloud professionals, those who have already experienced with that field. So they'll skip that, and it is not a mandatory for even for the fresher or maybe for the newcomers also. But this for the path which is provided by AWS. Okay. So for this, maybe you can go ahead and okay. So in order to see, so what are the things needs to be followed? What is the syllabus and what are the materials we need to follow? What are the documentation we need to follow? Then in order to, if you want to do that, then maybe you can go to here, Google, and type AWS Cloud Practitioner exam. Okay. So once you type this, you can click on this page, then it will take you into this page just to see. You will get to know all those things. So that is the reason I didn't given any link over here, because it is keep evolving and keep changing on from that as per the official website. So that is the reason I'm just, if you want to, if you want to see up to date, or if in order to see the up to date content, you just always go to this official website and see. Okay. So this category exam overview, and for what is the schedule, what is the format, what is the cost, everything will be there. I just go through one by one, schedule an exam, prepare for this exam. So these are the steps. Okay, just follow and you can go ahead and prepare it. Okay. Similarly, if you want to go for solution architect associate, you just give AWS solution architect associate exam. Okay, once you have done, maybe it will click on this. Yeah, this will um, open this page and you see here. Okay, so what is the solution architect and what you will learn? Why should you take this exam overview, what is the length, cost, everything format, and for the preparation materials you see down, prepare for your exam. Okay, so everything very clear and neat. So basically, why you need to follow this, right? So I can tell you for one of the tips, like okay, so in order to start any kind of journey, or with respect to in order to transform, or you want to transform from one technology to another technology, you don't know where to start. Okay, so because if you see overall, right, there are a lot of documentation, a lot of somebody, many people will say many things, right? So basically, for the newcomers, it is very confusing on where to start. So to avoid this, okay, so you need to go for the step-by-step process. For example, how you study for example, if you want to start from class first standard to one, two, say three, four, right? Similarly, we have the syllabus. Okay. So in order to pursue some of the roles and responsibility, then we have the syllabus which is defined by respective vendors. If it is for AWS, and if it is for Google Cloud, then Google, and for if it is Azure, if it is Microsoft. Okay, so these are the ways that is already defined by that respective vendors. So they have prepared, they have planned accordingly with respect to all the roles and considering all the roles and responsibility, and prepare for the syllabus. You need to go through that, and you can prepare accordingly, and you go and attend for this certifications. Okay, this is how you need to go so that you will be very clear where you are going at. Okay, so this is the point which I want to highlight. So I just to note it down. Okay, then once you have done, similarly the same format, solution architect professional and security specialty. Okay, this is for the solution architect. If if you want to go for application architect, so that is the reason I just okay, in this series what we are going to discuss. So we will go each and every roles and responsibility with respect to, because there are 12 certifications currently available for AWS cloud computing. For each certification is different purpose. Okay, and that is the reason for different roles. So that is the reason I don't want to mesh everything in a single video. So that is the reason I just want to go for each and every video in order to do for each and means separate each roles. Okay, this role will be focusing for architecture. Maybe next video we will be focusing for different role. Okay, this is how our plan. Okay, so first thing we have discussed solution architect. Next thing would be for our application architect role. Okay, what this role for? You can see there's roles and responsibilities. Design a significant aspect of application architecture, including user interface, middleware, and infrastructure, and ensure enterprise-wide, scalable, reliable, and manageable system. Okay, So, which means that it is kind of end-to-end application building. Okay, with respect to front end, back end, middleware, and for all interface system. Okay, so in order to build this end-to-end system, so what are the steps? What are the to become an application architect? What are the certification you need to follow? So what is mean by certification? Certification in the sense it is a syllabus, right? Which contains set of syllabus. So you need to follow what procedure you need to follow so that you can go ahead and learn the things to become a particular roles. Okay. Here you can see the similarly for cloud practitioner, solution architect, associate developer associate, DevOps engineer professional, solution architect professional for dive deep. Okay, so this is the this is the path which is provided by AWS for this application architect. I think now you may get some idea. So in your mind, saying that so in order to pursue specific roles with respect to AWS cloud computing, you need to follow. These are the certifications. So each certification there are wide variety of syllabus. Each syllabus having different subtitles. Each subtitles having different services. Okay, so that is how it is built. So when you are get into this, then you can understand easily what are the things needs to be followed and how to become a particular uh, roles, right? So this is the things. Then you can go ahead and uh, understand each and every, which I told you earlier, like so how to check. Please open that URL in the Google browser, means any browser, Google website. From there, you can go ahead and see the latest update from the respective official from the official website. Then you can plan it or you can study it accordingly. Okay, so this is the two roles which I want to discuss for this video. So I just taken from this. This is everything is given by AWS, which is taken from the official website only. So I think you can go ahead and you can means prepare accordingly. Okay. So the next step which I taken, okay, the certification preparation steps, right? So now people will ask, okay, so I can I have that roles. Okay, so I have that path. So how to prepare for this exam? Okay, this way maybe I can say you the things whatever I mentioned, which I personally use for preparing this exam, preparing for the certification when I'm do working for this AWS applications and also when I go for the certification exam. Okay, there are wide variety of resources available in the market now. Maybe whatever you are means whatever if you like, whatever if you want to comfortable, then you can go ahead and do the things and the things, whatever I mentioned here, which I personally use, so that I'm just sharing the details, so that whoever is willing, okay, whoever is uh, mm, planning to do, then you can utilize this. Okay. So the courses which I used from Udemy, just I given for the author names alone, and if you want to go and search it, you can able to get the details from Udemy. For example, uh, Udemy course, right? I just mentioned two authors. One is for Stéphane Maarek and Neal Davis. Suppose let me tell you how to search. Okay, in Udemy, uh, cloud AWS. Otherwise, you just go to udemy.com. Okay, once you go, then go your courses. Okay, you see here, and you can search cloud AWS cloud. Back. Let's cloud practitioner. Okay, just type it. Yeah, you see here. Okay, I think the first course is coming with the Stefan Marek only. You just purchase it accordingly, and you can go ahead and learn from that. And you you are unable to, okay, so for example, if you are unable to accommodate this or maybe afford this, so what you need to do, so you can go ahead and learn from this with respect to official documentation or from the YouTube's free websites. Okay. So you just go ahead and similarly for Neal Davis, let me show you for, yeah, you see here for Neal Davis, this is the course for from Neal Davis. So that is the reason I just, because this title may change. Okay. So that is the reason I just provided for only for that author names and also for the practice labs. So how to practical, you need to do the practical and labs. I have given two things, two to three URL. One is for AWS Free Tier account. Just open that Free Tier account, which is valid for 1 year, and you can utilize and use that services when you are doing for the exercise or when you do for the practical things. Okay. So then we have Whizlabs and Cloud Academy for other websites also. Okay. Those are all for the subscription based. And if you go to learn many things or if you want to do solve many problems, you can go ahead and do the things and by using the subscription. Okay. Then practice test. I think I similarly given for Stéphane Maarek, Neal Davis, and Jon Bonso. Okay. So these are the courses which I used for my cloud journey as well as for the learnings from for the cloud also for the certification purpose. Okay, I hope it is clear. So please note it down so that it will be useful for your preparation. Okay. The next point would be when we need to talk about this steps for right documentation and labs. Okay, so basically I provided some of the URL which is personally I use, and it is very good documentations, very good resources from official websites only, right? Okay, you can go ahead and learn it from there. One is for AWS documentation, okay, the URL which I given, and also what I will do, I will share all those details in the description, and you just go through that. If you need any clarification, you just write it in a comment, or maybe you can ping it in a LinkedIn request so that I'll ready to help you out. Okay. So one is for AWS documentation, another one is for AWS training and certification resources. Okay, this is the URL. And for the skill builder, okay, documentation which contain everything. For example, if I go here, okay, AWS documentation, just to see. If you go here, then you see. Okay. So these are very, very good documentation which is provided by each and every uh, services, because there are more than 200 services which is available in AWS. So everything would be in detail, very detailed manner which is provided, but you go ahead and learn it. Okay. So similarly, given for each and every documentation and labs for these respective URLs, you go ahead and learn from that. Anyway, I'll share with these links. Okay, skill builder. So skill builder they're providing for digital training as well as for that free digital paid digital version, training version, and also for the practical questions, and also for the sample questions, official questions. Everything will be covered. Okay, facts. Okay, so it is for the facts with respect to each and every services. Okay, basically for covering what domain wise. Okay, VPC, SES, EC2, RDS, and SQS, SNS, so many services, right? So similarly, it will be covered. Just go ahead and see. So basically for the facts, okay, frequently asked questions, and also white papers, which is prepared by the AWS employees. Okay, so that is also very good and very vast. It is very, very, very big one, and you can, if you want to learn many things, you want to dive deep into that, you can go ahead and learn. And the forums would be for the discussion. So what kind of issues facing and what other things, if you can see that what kind of issue facing by each and developers or the user or so many builders. Okay, so it will be there. And workshops would be like, okay, so low level, medium level, high level. Okay, so each and every, this is purely on lab exercise. Okay, and also very good resources in order to your hands dirty, then you can go ahead and use that workshops website. Okay. So I'll share everything in that description. You go ahead and learn it, and also you can use that. Okay. The next step would be once everything is done, mostly okay. So you will be very familiar all those concepts, and you have learned from different channels. Then you have studied. thorough everything, then your next step would be you can go ahead and register for an exam. It is not mandatory you need to go and take an exam. So if you have taken, so you will realize that so which level you have, that which level of knowledge you have, and also when you go for any interviews or maybe for that any job roles or maybe for the job oriented, then it will be useful for that certifications, right? So from there you can go ahead. I just given the URL. Go to this certification URL, training and certification. Then you can register for a certification for taking that exam. Okay. So hope I covered all those things with respect to this certification for architecture role. So and also I covered for what are the mm, documentations, what are the uh, resources, and what are the courses needs to be followed, which I personally used, and that is the reason I'm also recommended. It is really helpful resources. So and also for how to register for an exam. So and for the needs to be for means what are the things needs to be considered as part of this examinations. Okay, so I hope pretty much covered this all the steps with respect to this architecture role. Please note it down all those things. Anyhow, I will share everything in the link, means in the description in this video. So please go ahead and prepare accordingly, and you can proceed for your exam. And if you have any concern or any doubts, or maybe for any clarification required, you just comment it down, and I'll always ready to help you on that. Okay. So if you want to continue the same thing, like if you want to get more videos like this, please you can go ahead and subscribe it, so that it will motivates me, okay, to create a more content like this, and also to continue with the journey. Okay. Okay, all the very best. Thank you all. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.